This is Shannon with Cinderella's Mice. How is everybody doing this evening? Um, right now it is crunch time for me. So, all right. So just to go right into it, I'm going to do a dupe of Claudia's snowman hat. I want to say about a couple months ago, I got these from the Dollar Tree. This I had in my stockpile. It's a glitter charger plate. We're going to put it right on top like this. And we got a snowman hat, right? I also have this pre-wrapped cardboard that we're going to be sitting on top, like so. And that way, what I put on it is going to, have a good fit up there and won't get so wobbly and stuff. I'm going to fix the camera so you guys can actually see what I got going on here. Darn it. Okay. All right. What's going on and what I've been struggling with for the past little while is that I do not like, I don't like all the wadded look to it. I just don't like that. So, I thought just came, because it's like, it's wired and it's see-through. I tried to get black construction paper, tissue paper, back when I ordered it. They didn't have it. So I got a bunch of all red because you can always use red. All right, what I'm going to attempt to do, I'm going to put this aside. Everything's just a mess right now. Hello, my person. You are on Cinderella Mice's channel. Okay, so we have it see-through. And I just want to take a look and see what kind of, because really it is about, it's about the construction of the hat and stuff, but, whoops. I just kind of want to see what this is going to look like. I just don't really like that wadded up look. All right, so I'm going to turn this upside down. And I'm going to try and see what this looks like, at least as much as I can. Oh, I'm just such a nervous wreck. Okay, so I like that actually. Now I'm just going to raise it up and show you guys. Okay, now we see the snowman's hat, right? And now I can start to design around that. It is very black. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. And I am going to get the other one I had. Okay, which one is like better? There's no way to get around all that wadding up. I can't stand that crunchy, crushed. It just doesn't look neat. And no matter what I do with this wastebasket, because it's see-through and the webbing, I'm not going to be able to get around that. So what we are going to do is I'm going to take a bag, it's black, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take all this filling and I'm going to put it in here and then we're going to line it. And, all right, so I'll just try and get all of this out. Bring this up. This is a dupe of Claudia over at Claudia's Creative Designs. I just loved how her snowman came out. She made it look just so simple, so easy, so creative. So I rounded up some stuff and I decided I was going to do just a small Christmas because I still had a lot of leftover stuff from last year because it didn't do well. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and start. You know what I can do? Okay, so we're gonna go Doggone it. It's hard to do this like right side up, upside down stuff. All right, let's do this. Doggone it. Boy, I'm having a time tonight. Okay, so that's going to be the upside. So all this, I'm just going to take and bring it up in here. Divine! Hello, sweetheart. I went live. I decided to go live. I'm doing the snowman hats tonight. So, I'm at that critical part. Once I get this design down, you know, then it's going to flow a lot better from there. But I was just saying how I love Claudia over at Claudia's Creative Designs. She did just the awesomest snowman gift that I had ever seen. So I'm attempting to do a dupe of that. All right, so I'm just going to try and get this paper in here. Smaller bags would work better. I don't have those. So let's just get this in like this. And then if I got to cut off some, which I believe I'm going to have to. So I got it in a bag like this, right? Try and smooth that out as much as I can. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut and tape what all the excess is. And then, oh, I'm just having a night. Good time. Oh, you're so sweet. You got a lot done today, Nicole. I was like, whoa, she is really knocking that stuff out. I love your baskets. I love that Anna and was it Ellis? Please double up the screen. Okay. Double up the screen. You need me to zoom? Something like that. I can zoom that out just a bit more. Oh, Lord. I'm still getting used to this phone, you guys. Oh, double tap the screen. Thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart. Yeah. Isn't that weird? It goes from like 8 people to 12 people to 0 people. If you're in the app and watching YouTube, please double tap the screen. If you're on the website of YouTube, go ahead and hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Ellis and Anna, that was it. What's for dinner tonight? Okay, you're out of here. Remove. Those were gorgeous. It was very dreamy. I love how you had the coloring books. Their faces were so big. It looked like you're like right there. It was very creative on what you did with that. So I'm using what I have. When I first got into this and I went into Dollar Tree, oh my God, I got solar yard lights that were ornaments. I just bought everything in sight. and you know, I had a lot of fun doing it, but realized I bought solar yard lights. And so I used those recently in a mug concept with the snowman. It looks darling. You know, those you don't have to necessarily just use in your yard. I mean, they're like yard decorations that, you know, light up at night. But it's something you can keep in your car, you know, simple little flashlight luminary, and it's solar. So, okay. All right, so I have a feeling this is going to work. All right, I'm just going to take this, put this upside down, and I'm just going to work this on down and in here like this, okay? And something else that I have on here, I'm going to try and bring this down to a better level for you guys. I have stuff freaking everywhere. It is no joke. Because I think like I need this right now. And I got to have everything that close to me. All right, so I'm going to bring you guys down here. And bring you guys to where, there we go. Is that better? Okay, I don't know if I like that look. I had this lined with red tissue paper, but I also got to keep in mind it's a snowman, and snowmans start out as hats, but it's giving that wadded look, man. All right, so let me see if there's another option would be, so this is supposed to be the look that it's supposed to be, and I'm having a hard time figuring out how to stuff it. And maybe I don't even need to stuff it. I can just put one of these on top like that, and then we get the ambiance of both. What do you guys think? Okay. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you so much for popping in, Nicole. You're wonderful. So, okay. What I don't like, and it just looks too crafty. It looks, it doesn't feel, it's a hot mess. Okay. Who thinks that the black filling looks better than just setting the cardboard wrapped up in tissue paper on top? All right. Then what we're going to do is I got the perfume, the Basio. Whoop. Okay, that would be the issue. I'd have to make sure this is like on really good, or I can use it as part of the decoration on the side. I'm having like the worst time with this. Oh my Lord. Okay, if I put this on top, oh, voila, there we go. There's our snowman hat. I'm going to bring it up so you guys can get a good look of that. I kind of like that a lot, actually. What we can do is we can continue with that. Damn it. Sorry, guys. I'm having a hard time with this. What I can do is I can tape it just like this, and just like keep going with it. So this can go out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to try and get this over here more. I have it zoomed in way too much. I'm trying to fix that, you guys. I think the customers will love them. Thank you. I appreciate it. There we go. Okay, so here it is. We're going to put the Basio on there, and then I've got also some matching lips, and it's lipstick and lip gloss. And I'm going to break these down because I'm only going to be making 4 of these hats. So I'm going to be breaking these down and putting these on top along with the perfume and stuff. And then we're going to put decorations in. That's going to be it with this. I like this, and then once we start getting like the decorations and stuff on there, I think it's going to look a lot more better. But that was simple, thank you God, amen for that idea. It was just, well, what if we just put this on top and then that's it? And I don't have to worry about all the filling and stuff. And I don't want to lose the texture of the top part of the hat, right? All right, so that is going to be what we're going to be doing tonight. And then I'm going to be finishing this with CeeLo wrap. I do have the polka dot kind. So that is going to be it right there. So we got this with that right there, like so. Yeah, and that's just going to look stunning, I think. So I don't have to put any kind of filling or anything in here. I just got this top part. All right, so I traced out a bunch of extra circles on an old postal box that I'm going to be using to be doing that part of the project. All right, so one thing that Claudia did was she decorated, she made her construction was down good first, decorated around it, and then, proceeded to put her stuff up on top. That is what we're going to be doing. So we get this back down in here, and now I get to do the most fun part of all, and that's going to be decorating it. You're back. Hey, sweetheart. Okay, so I decided to leave my ties out. I'm going to get my Lazy Susan out. All right, I decided to leave just out of nowhere the Susan King. And I've got bling, so if we want to bling, we can bling with it too. So I decided that I'm just going to set the top. I wrapped a cardboard and some red plaid tissue paper. And then I'm just going to set it on the charger platter. And then I'm going to be using this perfume. And I'm going to have to tape that down good somehow. Kind of like, okay, so this with that perfume. And then I'm going to be breaking down this lipstick and lip gloss set. It's got the matching lips. And then I'm going to be pairing it with this. And then we're just going to be doing a couple ornaments, and then that's going to be it. I really like that a lot. I think we'll go with that. Okay, so I had this stuff before with tissue paper and didn't like the look. So I put the tissue paper wad and wrapped it around a black bag. Still don't like the look. Just an idea came out of nowhere. It was just like, well, just do the top and then put your stuff on top. And I was like, okay, I like that. We'll do that. So that's what we're going to be doing. And with all this tissue paper left over, I can put that, let's put that over there for now. Okay. So I'm going to, I gotta dust these perfumes off. I don't know why they show up dusty, but they do. But they shine up really nice. And I am going to be attaching the lipstick with the box as well. Oh, where did that go? There it is. So we're going to do something like that with it when it's time. All right, so I'm going to be tacking the trash can. That's what this is, or a wastebasket container. I am going to be just probably gently attaching the bottom to the charger plate. I think I'm going to be using some hot glue gun and some double-sided tape. I'm so glad you're back, Nicole. You're getting so much done. You look like you had a lot of fun with Kyla today. Yeah, I see that underside. I'm not crazy about it either. But our focal point is going to be up on top. So I pre-wrapped this with this, a piece of cardboard with it, and then this is just a charger plate. And, I just thought that was just such a clever idea that Claudia did. So thank you for sharing your snowman hat with us, Claudia. I am attempting to dupe it right now. That's a good thing that you came up with. All right, so all right, let's go ahead and put that in there and seal this back up until we're ready to get to it. All right, I've got that part figured out and the lipsticks figured out. I went through my stockpile and pulled out a lot of decorations of what we can be doing with this. Oh, that would be neat. First and foremost, I need to get this part attached to it. So I got my, where did I put the two-sided tape at? Oh, this will work. And aw, I think it's wonderful. You two work really well together. You know, she's so cheerful and uplifting and upbeat. Um, you know, I think it's really great. You guys make a really great team when you're, you know, when you guys are working together. All right. Okay. I'll turn this upside down. And let's see what we're going to come up with tonight. I bet we could get it to stick the way we need it to. I feel like I just want to do, you know, I just got to get up on that edge. And I'm just going to do like 4 points with it. Everybody is into crunch time right now. So, you know, it feels good to not be alone in that type of a situation. You know, I just want to spend my holidays relaxing and enjoying them. It's like the big reason why I do the holidays. All right. Here we go. We'll just do 3 areas. And this is just some simple double-sided tape. If this does not work and it's not strong enough, I'll be getting out the glue gun. In fact, I just might go ahead and do that. All right. Now I'm just going to try and, okay, so I'm just going to get this to adhere to that. And I got to get the other side up and under. I'm only going to be doing 4 of these, just 4. Like I said, this is just a small little Christmas that I'm doing. This is one of those holidays that's hard to roll forward into others. You know, so I'm going to be using ornaments. I am going to be using all that stuff. You know, and not trying to make universal decorations. This is a hard holiday to not do necessarily that with. Okay, so now that I have my double-sided tape on here, we're going to be sitting it like this, you know, like, you know, as best as we can, because this is going to be the snowman's hat, right? And I'm going to take my time. I don't know why I always feel so rushed. You know, it's just so unnecessary. I'm going to take this, and I use this sometimes as a weight. But, you know, just to take my time and have some fun here with it. And, you know, I'm going to really try and work that tacking down. And then where, you know, I'm going to take some of that crinkle cut and work that in too. All right, I got to see this here. Just try and work that on the underside. And it's on there. It is on. Because I'm going to be silo wrapping it, you know, it's more sturdier in that kind of a position. You know, you're not, if you're going to do shrink wrap and silo, you know, it's better supported in that is to just freely setting it out on a table. All right, so I have, where did it go? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Oh, this is such a nice night. I'm having a lot of fun. The cats, oh boy. They are my little joy. They have been active lately. Chasing each other around the house, knocking lamps down, doing their cat thing. Um, so meanwhile, I've been trying to just work within that. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take advantage of that excess tape on the outer side and just go ahead and try and, get some of this um, fringe stuff in there. Crinkle, that's it. I got this on $2 Tuesdays at the bin store. It was just this box. They have boxes and boxes of stuff in the bins. And I've never opened up so much boxes in my life. Came across this and I was like, are you kidding me? This is crazy. And promptly put it to, in my cart. I spent $150 that day and I got everything I needed and then some and have not been back since. May you have something. What would you like, sweetie? Red pandas. All right, so this is just very preliminary. I got the big ornaments, I got bling wrap. I'm just gonna try and really just kind of try and stage right now because this is my first time doing this. And here we go. So this is the bling, and I really like the form of this hat. If we wanted to, I could do something like this with it. Yeah, let me get this, which way is it? Doggone it. Could do something like up and under, and it would highlight that curve nicely with it. There's lots of stuff we could do. The only thing is that it's see-through, so I don't want to, but we're going to be having this on top on the top side. And we're going to be putting our stuff on top of there. So that's another thing I wanted to get done right away as well. All right. Okay. On that top part, what I'm going to do is, boy, I really feel like I want to glue that in. And I'm gonna. So I got my gloves right here. Go ahead and get those out. I'm nowhere ready for family, family stuff, family presents. I got a couple mittens that I need to get done. I ended up getting stuff to fill them, but I need to get the construction of those going. Because those take some space. Those are going to be like the last thing that I do. It's getting really full in here. All right. All righty here. Yeah, that's another good idea. Put some snow on the underside of that and it'll help it sit. I think we'll do that. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. And this I'm still working on, getting that. It's going to sit in there, but I really like how that looks and how that's starting to shape up. Definitely got to put some on that underside. All right, I'm going to be turning the hot glue gun on. we're going to be letting that warm up. How's everybody's day going? It is 12:32 a.m. here, my time. Everybody getting ready for the holidays? Everybody crunching? It's almost like it would, it's like normal. It's actually normal. There's never amount of time to do this. Okay, so something else that we're gonna do is I've got glitter. I know I left that up here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so I got my white glitter, and then I've got my Mod Podge. It's a spray kind. I'm gonna go get some coffee. It's right behind me while the hot glue gun heats up. Okay. Okay. This is like the best coffee in the whole world. I love drinking this coffee. It's Black Rifle Coffee Company. Oh, it is such good coffee. All right. All right. My Keurig, I gotta clean it. It's like fountain coffee everywhere. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is darling looking from back here. It's very luxurious looking. All right, I'm just going to put enough glue on the lid to hold some understuffing, and it'll just help a better fit with the lid too. Just right around those edges, I think would be good. All right. Okay. I'm gonna get my glue back, get my glove back on here, and get to gluing around some edges. All right. right, I got my coffee, you guys. Mm-mm. Oh my Lord, that is good. It's just so good. It's just smooth and not bitter tasting or anything. Is my chat stuck? Okay, well, there we go. All right, so the hot glue looks to be ready right here. And all right, just gonna glue, you know, around the edges. I'm just gonna put some stuffing because I want it to have a snug fit. And this is polyfill that I'm going to be using. You know, just spread that around. It's just basically pillow stuffing. What I like about it is that it is made in the USA. We are coming back, baby, and I am so happy about it. All right, so I need to get a little bit more over here. Concentrate on that, pushing this out towards the edges of my lid that I have made. And it's actually, what it is it's a stand. So trying to push this out to an outer part. I'm going to have to put more glue in. Get another glue stick. Okay. So then I'm going to, it's going to have, it should have a little bit of some puff on it like this. See how that is? Kind of like that real well, actually. And I'm going to have to put some, yeah. Okay, so we're going to be working out this out towards the edge some more. Really get it working into the outer edge part. Right, so it sits nicely like this with some snow up on top is what the idea is with this. So, oh, give me my glue stick. I know you guys can't see this right now. I apologize. I'll show it to you when I get to. All right, let's just get that kind of down like so. Same. Get it like so up on the top also. Okay. And then the biggest part about this is going to be, you know, our decorating with beautiful ribbon and ornaments, things like that. Boy, this is just really shaping up nicely. Get some of that on the inside, you know. Okay, same thing over in here. And I have to stand up to get to this part. Yeah, I gotta get this back on the warmer. Okay, get that to sit. I'm just going to take a step back while my hot glue gun is heating up. Oh, that is just so unbelievably darling. That is really cute, you guys. Wow, that is super cute. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I think I'm going to bring you guys back up on the cake plate so we can see the top part of it. Wow, that is looking really, really eloquent. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll move everybody up here. And now we can, like, you know, it's really hard to explain and do at the same time and show like what's going on at the bottom to the top. But as it's coming together, so I'll raise it up a bit. You know, I'm just doing both the base and the top at the same time. Okay, that's on, and I got to get this glue on point for this because this has got to be able to cushion and hold the stuff that we're going to be putting up on top for the base part of it. Okay, so we got some snow effects happening here up on the snowman's hat. I'm going to zoom out. You know what I think is going on with some buffering with a lot of us? Something that I've noticed is the data. If you have a certain amount of data that you get per month, I was researching my plan and it's called premium data. If you are over that, then it's no longer premium and you get put in with the rest of the traffic. The other thing is my battery charger was not keeping the phone charged. So I just wanted to put that out there for people who are experiencing and running into the problems with buffering, that could be an issue with it. I double checked and made sure. I'm like, I spent a lot of money on a new phone, getting the service, and I know I signed up for premium data, and that is something that I do have, and I haven't had an issue with the buffering this far. So, okay. Well, I don't know if it's going to be able to stand this pressure. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. And this is just going to help push the lid back up and keep it in. That's what I was going to do. I was going to tap the base down some more. Just kind of work that in there. And then get more crinkle down on in there. Make sure that's good and tucked. And it is. Boy, this is sharp. This is going to be one heck of a lucky lady who's going to get this. And then, of course, I'll be bringing Valentine's Day stuff out too with the big hat boxes. I got to be able to get over to the mouse house so that I can start glazing the supports and get that stuff shrunk wrapped and set to go. Because I did the treat boxes ahead of time. Those are just going to go in there. And okay, now I'm just going to kind of spread this out just a bit. Get that, fluffiness going with it. Anywhere that doesn't have, close the gaps up. Really get it nice and fluffy. Here. But yeah, this is just a really neat, timeless little treasure that we have going on with it. And I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle this part on the top. Lay that down like so. And just work on this here. One thing that I do not like about this is the stuff gets everywhere. And because of the hot glue gun, you get it on your hands and just everywhere else. Okay, I just want to spread this. I need to, where is it? I gotta think here. All right, I need to get a way to, I gotta get this in some edge because this is starting to sink on the bottom side here. All right, so I'm working on getting this top part just really fluffed out. It's a snowman's hat. It makes it look luxurious. And then I'm going to take the spray, the Mod Podge, and the Mod Podge and the snow glitter, the iridescent glitter. And I'll be adding that to this also. And this is very custom. There is no semi-custom about this. You can just, the sky is limit in how you want to decorate these. But, this isn't something that's going to be in the stores. Okay. Get this up there. And so, God, that's looking darling. Holy cow. That is just looking so nice, you guys. I love how this is turning out. That saying, just love it when a plan comes together. This is definitely that. So yeah, inside and out like that. And this is just a really nice, fun, neat looking haphazard type of a deal with it. Okay. All right. We've got some ribbon stuffs we can choose from. I think gold sounds just darling together. All right. Just really gonna get this on here nice and good. You can even do this for a man, a snowman's hat like this for a male gift as well. Male or female. I'm doing all female. All right. Not bad, not bad. This is really nice. Okay, so at this point, I'm just gonna let this set for quite a few. Thank you for all the hearts. I really appreciate it. Someone's liking how it's turning out. I'm loving it. This is what we got so far. I really love the shape of the, you know, how this is like very snowman hat, cobblepot looking like type of a thing. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate it, you guys. Popping on to say hi, Shannon, and giving my thumbs up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Is it Baskets Boutique Diva? Thank you so much, sweetheart. Well, here I got a diva for you. What do you think of this, lady? You know, Shy said it really good. Ain't nobody can do it like a basketer can. So I'm just, really working this snow up on top. I'm going to put the weight down because I want the glue and the stuffing to set, you know, so that when I go to set the perfumes and stuff on, it's not going to drop down into where we don't want it to be. Okay. And, this is working out great because I really love the aesthetics of this container. I love the shape of it. I like how it's wired. I just love all of that. So we get to showcase and show that off too. So something I had got was gnomes. We can maybe put some gnomes with it. I just dropped a bunch of, so I got 70 sheets of freaking red tissue paper. I don't play. And I'm hoping not to jump half of them, off the edge here. Okay, so I can take my time and I can breathe, and I'm now at that stage that I get to have some kind of fun with this ribbon. All right. I got lots of tweed. I got zebra. I got red. Ooh, I got the buffalo plaid. I'm just gonna grab a bunch and just kind of put it next to the stuff out there and see what we all can come up with it. All right. Wow, we got a lot. Yeah, this is another good one to have. Another good one. I got like $300 in ribbon, and I love every bit of it. And this is one of those things that it's hard to overdo. All right, so I got the basic. It's a good red right here. I got the crushed red velvet. I got this beautiful black metallic. I've got the Candy King stripe, and then I've got buffalo plaid. Where's the tweed? I gotta grab the tweed, the gold, and zebra. All right, here we go. And I got this right here. All right. Wow, that looks stunning with that. I really like the candy cane with that. That does do something for it. We're gonna put some fancy ornaments with it. So this is the tweed with red. I love this a lot. Let's see. Crushed red velvet. This is actually gold. This is another item that I got from the bin store. It's white velvet, and then on the inside it's a very pretty glittery gold. And then we've got also the zebra. So I'm just going to kind of you know, get some kind of maybe a color, you know, some fun matchups to go with this. The tweed is nice. Ooh, that's very nice. This is lovely. I really like this one. All right. I also like this one too. How that is with it. Okay, and then of course we got that matte, basic matte red. Well, I really painted myself in a corner here. Okay. All right. So what I really want to do now is get ready to get started on the decor part. And I'm going to reach into my bag of decorations. And, you know, we'll start to do some lineups. Oh, that looks really nice together. That with the red candy stripe. Oh, this is looking fun. And maybe some zebra with it. And some picks. That is just looking fantastic, y'all. All right, so where is yeah, and I also got these also at the bin tree, at the bin store, which is fun to do as well. And okay, so now I'm going to go with a lot of this type of stuff right in here. All right, I just wish I had more space. I have no space. Crafters can never have enough space. Okay, I'm going to put the bling out and away. All right, so all right, what I'm also going to be doing is, where did I put, I went and got a bunch of ornaments from my stockpile. I'm having a hard time finding them again. Like, I have the whole bag. What did I do with it? Okay, well, not all right there. Oh dear God, where did I put it? All right. In there, nothing in here. Up, found it. Amen. All right. Yeah. Those go nice together. Everything just looks so good, you guys. Oh, we got the gold. Wow, does that look really good with that? We got the gold and red. Jeez, these look really great together. Some pine cones. We can have some of this stuff in here that we can put with it. A little poinsettia plant I can tuck down in there. Well, I really like that look a lot. Okay, so I think we'll use that. And then I got the big guys. Big ornaments we're talking about right here. I know everybody can hardly see. Alright, and we can just go ahead and we can start decking the halls. Wow, does that look nice. One thing I am glad that I ended up having a stockpile, I guess, is that since everything's gone up to $1.50 and $2, wait, $1.50 and $1.75, You know, here I am in my stockpile, and this is when I paid $1.25 for stuff. So, this is just real fancy looking. I'm liking how this is coming out. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start opening things up in here. And I wanted to get 4 of these done. I hope I do. I really hope I do. Now that I got the top part figured out. Aren't these cute? I think these are just so darling. I got these at the bin store for $2. 6 of them. Just darling they are. Okay, so they also come with some ties. I can see some plaid ties with them. Oh, and that darling. Oh, it's super cute. Okay, so before I get these worked out, before I get these, I'm just trying to line up as much as I can here. You know, we've got the pine cones that we can snuggle in. Oh, they're just so cute. Everything's just darling. Okay. Do. And this big ornament now is $3 in Dollar Tree. And that's what I paid for it. Was, you know, $1.25. So we're going to take that off now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the glittering done. Because I love glitter. Glitter just makes it so whimsical and bedazzling and just all that stuff. So I take my Mod Podge and I'm going to take this and just put it on just a little bit. You know, I want to do just a little bit at a time. So I set it to just, you know, either 2 or 1 dots on the opening. Okay. All right. I'm losing leg room. Okay. Oh wow, this is really nice looking, you guys. Woo! That is sharp. Alright, so I got that right there. And I'm just going to let that glue dry. Just kind of, you know, start to form it a bit, but, you know, try and hold its fluff at the same time. So I can lift this up. And you can see how that, you know, it's really looking like a snowman's hat and taking shape, that's for sure. Alright. My glue done. And I'm just going to tack some stuff down. Okay, and try not to be too perfect. That is so hard with this. There we go. Okay, making sure it's solid enough it's going to withstand the weight of the perfume and the other items that I'm going to be putting up here. Right. Okay. At this point, because I got, you know, the basics down with it. I'm going to cut it short. I will be posting a live on it, a short on it, so you guys can see how it turned out. But I got such a mess going on right now. I need to be able to concentrate on getting stuff and tacking stuff down on it. So I'll post a short on it once it's done and I got it seal wrapped and all decorated out. So you guys have a wonderful evening. I just wanted to jump in and say hello to everybody. And I'm doing a Claudia dupe of her snowman's hat over at Claudia's Creative Designs. Thank you so much for all the hearts. I appreciate it. You're wonderful. Now the real mess begins, right? All right. I love you guys very much. Thank you for coming on and joining me for a few. And you guys get the idea of how this is taking shape. And of course, you can decorate this any way you want. I'm absolutely loving this. So I will talk to you guys soon. All right. Have a great evening. And until we meet again, have a good night. Okay, I need to take my glove off. Okay.